On Bite Back tonight, we go undercover at this Models Roadshow to find out what you really get for your money.
And buying a piece of the English countryside, just how good an investment is it?
Hello, welcome to Friday's Bite Back.
Now don't forget, if you've got a problem, we want to hear about it. Give us a call on 0117 9722238, or you can always drop us an email, biteback@itv.com. We have a whole team of researchers. Here they are, just waiting to take your calls and your emails.
First up tonight, a recent survey shows that over 65% of women see modelling as a route to fame and fortune. With its combination of glamour and money, it's easy to see why the modelling industry is so alluring. But starting out can mean you'll be forking out cash up front. So is it money well spent? We sent our reporter Dan Hewitt to see if he has what it takes to make it on the catwalk.
Talent shows and reality TV have propelled a largely random selection of people to their 15 minutes of fame. Now it seems there's no shortage of people who want to be in the spotlight. I wondered if there might be some room in the world of celebrity for me.
No one has ever told me I look like a model. No one has ever encouraged me to wear their clothes, advertise their brand or show off their product. So despite a weighty amount of evidence to the contrary, I still think I've got what it takes to make it in the world of modelling.
So I went to ask an expert.
Now, would it surprise you to hear that I've never been offered a modelling contract?
No, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
So if I turned up today, you wouldn't sign me up?
No.
Right. So when my mum said I was pretty, was she lying?
No, not at all.
Well, you just said you wouldn't sign me up.
I wouldn't sign you up.
That's it. I'm just not very happy about this. So, it turns out I'm not model material. However, there are companies out there who are willing to promise young, aspiring models work no matter what they look like, providing you give them enough money.
We were told about an advert looking for models and extras offering a free photo test shot and photograph. I went along with my secret camera, accompanying 14-year-old Megan, who has never modelled before. The company called itself Models Unlimited, but they trade as West One Casting in London W1. I also showed my footage to modelling expert Clive Hurst.
Are you excited about going in there?
Yeah, I am actually.
So do you think you have what it takes to become a model?
I hope so.
We walked past the rows of hopeful teenagers and parents who had seen the advert.
Go on, let's follow me.
I soon find out that the free photo test shot and photograph promised in the advert is just a Polaroid snapped at the beginning of the interview.
It said a free photo shot, and people going along there thought they wouldn't actually have to pay any money. And of course the free photo shot was merely a very poor Polaroid.
They explain they're a model management company, which means they try and get modelling agents to sign you up. She soon tells me the areas she thinks she'd be able to find me work.
What I'd put you forward for would be TV, film extra work, magazine and brochure work, and promotional work.
Fine.
Although she'd be happy to take Megan and me on, we wouldn't be going any further until we spent £189 each for a set of photographs.
And how many people can get work?
I've been told about 70%, but I'm really new to this.
West One Casting couldn't prove where this figure came from. However, a recent poll by the Stage newspaper showed that over 75% of people who pay upfront fees don't get work. I questioned her about the money-back guarantee.
If after 12 months you don't have any work from any agencies, then you'll have a refund.
She's promising us our money back if we don't get any work in a year. West One's contract only says it has to refer you on to another agency. The fact is, there is no guarantee of any work. We eventually paid £189 on the day to sign Megan up and waited to see what we'd get for our money. So, what does your £189 with West One Casting get you? We spoke with Sam Greenslade from Yates, who was rather disappointed.
They took a picture of each of the babies, and the lady was very excited when they found out that they were twins, and basically asked us, wouldn't be a problem at all to find them work. It was about £350 all in all for both children to be done.
It's quite a lot of money.
An awful lot to us, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We thought we would be able to recoup those sort of costs back after, hopefully a few jobs came about, and, see how it went, and, at the end of the day, wouldn't lose an awful lot.
After several weeks, they were contacted by two modelling companies. However, it still wasn't a job offer, but a chance to pay a second upfront fee of £150 for each of his kids.
So you've already been £500 down without
We
getting
would
any
have
work.
been, yeah, so we didn't obviously want to go any further to that. And then obviously we weren't then entitled to our money back because another agency had been in touch. In hindsight, it's very easy to say now, but at the time when everything's going on, the hustle and bustle of it all, you know, it's a quick decision to be made, and we made the wrong one.
Over 100 MPs have now signed an early day motion to stamp out these upfront fees.
Agencies are allowed to charge a fee up front if there's a publication involved, and it's a pretty wide definition of publication. Now, that's unusual. Most other agencies in other industries don't have that loophole, and that's the root of the problem. I think to prey on the hopes and dreams of young people particularly is despicable, and where this money is being taken on the basis of a promise, and clearly no work is coming forward, then it's high time the law was used to bring these people to book.
Remember our 14-year-old Megan? Several weeks later, West One Casting sent her these photographs, which remember cost her £189. She was also offered a chance to sign up with a second company, but only if she paid a further £149.50. So, West One Casting avoid having to pay a refund according to their contract, but Megan still isn't guaranteed any work.
Don't pay these upfront fees. Go to a legitimate agency who will take a fee out of actual work they've found you. That's how legitimate agencies work. No work, no fee.
We'd like to stress that West One Casting Ltd is not connected in any way with West One Temporary Recruitment based in Bristol. We contacted West One Casting Ltd. It says it does have a vetting process and makes referrals for film and TV as well as modelling. It says it trains its representatives and takes all reasonable steps to make sure that statements made to the public are accurate. But joining me now is Sue Russell from Consumer Direct South West. Judging by the amount of people that turned up for that casting, this is quite a common problem. People are really taken in by these agencies, aren't they?
During the past 3 years at Consumer Direct, we've had just over 60 cases reported to us about modelling agencies.
Are you still surprised that people are taken in by these agencies and are willing to hand over this money just like that, it seems?
I think what consumers are doing, they look at the big picture and they're not looking at the small print and what is in the terms and conditions of what sort of contract they're entering into.
And do you advise people on how to get their money back if they can?
That's right. If consumers come to us and they have a problem, we can advise them what to do and how to go about contacting the trader and what they need to be saying to them. I think consumers need to be checking the small print, reading the terms and conditions, and if they are unsure about any of the terms and conditions enclosed in the contract, well then take the contract away and get professional help to look at it.
And if people do want to go to modelling agencies, what's the right way to go about it?
Do your homework first, because usually we get the calls when it's too late and they've paid their money over. So yeah, I'd be urging people, call us at Consumer Direct. We can give you the advice first before you enter into your contract.
Okay, good advice there, Sue. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Steve.
Donna, thank you. Now we're an abstemious lot here on Bite Back. So far this series, we've given up the car and we've turned our backs on imported foods. Well, tonight's self-sacrifice will